All still there. Huh?
Uh-huh. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing?
My mashed potatoes look like they got hit by a Mack truck.
Doing a slightly different angle on the camera because I was doing a video with some people earlier, so we'll see how it goes. How do you guys like it? What do you think? Do you like the new angle or do you like it more flat?
I think I kind of like the other angle better.
I think so too.
The original one.
1 second, guys. Just gotta get it flat. A little bit better. A little bit better. It's less action figure. So, Caleb, I did not bring you Heavenly Divine because you got to come down here and get it.
Wah, wah, wah.
So, for those that have never had it, Heavenly Divine is a cupcake place that is here in Rolla. Some of the best cupcakes I think I've had. They are so stinking good. It's real ingredients, no preservatives. They're not a sponsor or anything. Yet. But they don't use any preservatives, anything like that. So all their cupcakes have to stay refrigerated. And it's so good. Caleb, you said you have pumpkin gooey butter cookies. We might be able to work out a trade. Carmen, welcome. So glad you could join us. I miss you, my friend. How's everybody doing tonight? It is the night before all the coldness comes, apparently. We are supposed to have 40-degree days. Next Monday is supposed to be 40 degrees here.
No.
It's going to be great. I love cold weather.
As long as snow doesn't pile up too fast.
I love snow. What you talking about?
Yeah, but when you have to drive to work in it and like get up early in the morning and get out in the snow, then it's not really as fun. And when you have to scrape it off your car and like heat it up for a long time.
So, guys, if you want to help Case not have to get up early in the morning for work, please buy lots of t-shirts. They are on sale for $16.99, I think, at the store, or $16 even. That's going to go on for a little bit. I think it's a Halloween special they're running there. So,
but I like my job.
if you want to help me not have to get up super early to scrape her car, then please buy lots of t-shirts. Buttercream Dreams. That sounds like such a nice place, but I've never heard of it till now. Is it kind of like well, is it like a boutique cupcake place, or what is that, Carmen? Carmen's with you. She does not want the cold. The cold is so good, though. Like, it's the only time when you like open up, when your house gets too hot, you open up the windows, you can stand there and you just feel this wonderful frozen breeze blowing in your face. It's like air conditioning. It's so nice. Garmin. So basically burger patties with mashed potatoes. I put cheddar cheese on top of the potatoes and broccoli. It's really good. Japanese does not sound bad. Exactly, Caleb. When you are working and sweating your butt off, that cold air feels so good. When I would work structure fires in winter, it sucked because the water would freeze, But it was amazing when you got overheated and you take off your coat and bam, you just had this instant air conditioning.
Oh my goodness.
Caleb, that's actually not bad. Caleb said he had pork loin roast tonight. That's not bad. The only question I have for you was it seasoned? Mm-hmm. Caleb says Smithfield did his seasoning. So we do have like brown gravy in the fridge, but just did it without gravy this time. Just kind of, I don't know, I guess you would say more Salisbury steak style. I think that cable should be right there. I'm gonna set that here. Pardon me as I rummage a couple things, guys. Oh no! Hey Caleb, I know what I forgot to give you. I had the original tuning keys for you. There we are. So, I honestly, Caleb, I am not a gravy guy. Like,
That's me. I love gravy.
yeah, Case loves gravy.
I love like country white gravy.
All right, I think it works. No, if I have any kind of gravy, it's going to be probably brown gravy on mashed potatoes on a burger. That's probably how I would do it. So brown gravy is cool, but the flavor's not necessarily something I enjoy the most, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, man. We put cheese on a burger. Both are cow byproducts, so why not? I do like that too. It's so good. Dude, have you ever had avocado? Carmen too. Have you guys ever had avocado on your burger? It is so good. So good. Don't mind me. I'm totally just working through some messages from people. So, good news. We're just waiting for. Oh, it's so good. First time I had that was Denny's. A Denny's in Illinois, and I liked it. And as you can see, it stayed with me. Would you mind passing me those, please, ma'am? So, we're just waiting for
potatoes.
the word, but here's.
You might have to put it like towards the light a little bit more.
Here we are. Here's the first one. So that one came in. Bam. Here's the second one. So we are literally just waiting to hear back from the shop owner. And once we hear back and we get some things squared away, shirts are going to be going. And it sounds like there might already be a buyer. So I'm pretty excited. I actually really, really am. God's been good, and this is nothing I was expecting. I told Case I've had that shop since like 2016 or 2017 is when I first like started making stuff, but I made everything private on there because I didn't want, people to see my goofy designs that I had put up. And it wasn't the record label stuff. It was like horrible 3D paint trying to draw images using the lines and stuff, and it wasn't very good. Thanks, Caleb. And oh, dude, I miss brisket so bad. But now I'm looking there and I'm like, okay, we have one really solid design. I'm excited for the next one to come up. And yeah, if there's something that you guys want to see on a t-shirt or something like that, that's, obviously appropriate. Or something that an idea you have and you want to share it, I'm down to listen. I appreciate you guys. And this doesn't really happen without you all. So I really do appreciate you all. But back to this while we hang. Chill hang, that is. How does that go? So I was listening to that song recently, and so I didn't really listen to ZZ Top growing up. I haven't really listened to a whole lot of their stuff. But I know that you hear the ticking of the drums, and it's just like, oh, it's so iconic. I gotta use that flat two for something now, because I feel like that's something you could do so much. It's like such a good way to change the feel of the key.
The wee woos are going ham.
They really are. Somebody's probably getting busted for having a milkshake. Thank you so much, Carmen. Carmen says, so happy for you guys, praying it all works out for you guys. I really, really do appreciate that, Carmen. Thank you. Caleb says, I ended up relearning some TFK songs last night. Let me guess. You relearned them on a certain wooden PRS?
Oh my goodness.
That's so beautiful. Dude, call it a Caleb, call it a hunch. That sounds like City. Either City or my guys. So the story behind that shirt, Caleb, I was talking with Matt from Heavenly Divine, and we were talking about how just society's kind of come to a place where people will showcase either their greatest moments, or they are really, really just like, they'll show their lows, like lowest lows, and they'll be like, hey, I need help. And we were talking about, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. We were talking, and he was like, what happened to the men that would stand up and be like, hey, like, we're gonna get through this, just let's just, you know, toughen up, we're gonna get through this, this is a hard time, yes, we're going to rebuild, we're going to do this, and actually like put action behind it. Like, what happened to the people that would stand up in those hard times and do their best to hold their community together? And we were talking about that. It's not quite how he said it, but it's a paraphrase. So he said that, and it popped in my head. I was like, heroes don't get GoFundMes. Those people that, in spite of the hard situation, they say, no, we can get through this, we'll be okay. Those aren't really the people that people will gravitate to try to help. They don't really get recognition. They don't really get a lot of outside applause. They don't get sympathy. Sympathy is one of the biggest emotions to pull from if you're looking for resources. That's why they have that song In the Arms of an Angel playing when they're asking you about donations for suffering dogs. That's why in movies they will put super sad music in spots, so that when oh, hey mom, that's why they'll put certain sad music in movies and stuff. It's to pull sympathy or pull emotion out so that you connect. But people who are strong, who don't want sympathy, and they push to fix the problem without having to get everybody else involved, people don't really look up to those kind of people anymore. Hey, Nana. Your mom says, hello, hello, my beautiful kiddos. Nana and I are watching you on her TV.
Hi, Mom.
So the story behind it, Caleb, is regardless of how hard it gets and regardless of what it costs, stand up and do the right thing. When the situations are hard, keep pushing and don't expect people to come save you, because they're probably not going to come save you. Because even though you're pushing through, even though you may be doing what you're doing in service of other people, you might not get help. You might not get the aid that you want. I was actually on a donation website because before I put that shirt up on sale, I wanted to check something. And sure enough, that's a good way to say it, Caleb. It is a really good way to say it. Sure enough, when I looked at the events and the fundraisers that were needing money, it was by far it was funeral expenses, it was rare diseases, medical conditions. There was some things like utilities and stuff like that, but not really like helping a large group of people. Those may have been there, but they were not like front and center. But what was front and center were all the beautiful people. You know, the little kids that will grab your heart, or the teenage girls that are like, they're too young, they were blooming, they didn't quite make life, and so now they have to pay for X and so and so's funeral or so and so's medical bills. There's a movie I watched. It's called Unconditional. It's based off of a real life man. This guy, he has spent his life working for the kids that are in the hood, and he goes in there and he connects with them and he shows them, hey, you don't have to live in an environment that you don't have to live and adapt to the environment that you're in, or conform to the environment rather that you're in, but you can adapt and you can still be great, even though the circumstances are rough. Hey, G, welcome. So Caleb said, I think it's more of those kinds of people who don't seek the attention, and now our culture is based on the amount of attention we can gather. And then he also said sympathy is becoming more of an ad campaign, it seems, at times. I think it's not just an ad campaign, man. I think it really is becoming a currency, because if I can pull sympathy, if I can pull empathy, I can pull money. I can pull support. So say my dog dies and I'm like, guys, my dog just died and I need funds, or I need someplace to bury him, X, Y, and Z. Well, most people that have pets, that touches a chord with them, because they're like, oh my goodness, I can't imagine if my dog passed. And so, you know, they'll go and they'll support, and then they'll go tell their friends, and their friends feel bad because their friends have pets. So they go support. It really is leverage. That's why I think, like, the old timers that would kind of keep to themselves and not really say when they were struggling, I really do kind of look up to those people because they were tough. Like, they were just tough. Way down yonder. Way down yonder in the promised land. Way down yonder in the promised land. What is up, Jonathan and crew? So, guys, if you've not checked out Jesus and Family and Ministry podcast, that is actually somebody I know and know them pretty good. They do some amazing work. So, guys, if you have not, please check them out. Go subscribe over to them. Give my brother Jonathan some love, because I tell you what, if you want just some good life advice, God has blessed him and his family, and he has some really good wisdom. How you doing, man? Yeah, Caleb, I honestly think so. There's all this talk right now of like horrible wars and stuff coming up, and people are a little stressed, but like I think if Jesus delays his coming and there's another generation after this round of turmoil, I honestly think they are going to be very tough. I can't make out who this is. Hello. I don't know. Hello. How are you guys doing? In the promised land, way down yonder. Oh my goodness. So if you guys haven't noticed in my playing style, I absolutely love like soulful music, even though I'm a metalhead. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I've had this thing for like 4 years now. 3 years. 3 years. I appreciate that. Thank you. Have a great night, sir. It was so good to see you. Thank you for swinging by. Love you guys too. Jonathan was saying, got a dip. Love you all. Thank you so much, Mom. She says you took the words out of Nana's mouth. She literally just said he makes an amazing blues soul player. Just wait. So, guys, tomorrow night, hopefully, there's going to be a song dropping. It is a very short song. I think you guys are going to love it. It's going to be super cool. There's no words in this one, so I'll leave that to your imagination. Caleb has heard this one, and I think he likes it. Hey, have a wonderful night, too. You have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you for swinging by. The one I just sent to you earlier, yeah, Caleb. So, it wouldn't be Chill Hangs if we didn't get into some nostalgia tonight. So, Case and I, we have been getting into a couple series. I have not, Caleb. Caleb asked if I have told Matt about slogan for his shop. I have not yet.
I remember.
Carmen says, hi, Casey.
Hi. I was like, I'm trying to remember what we were.
So we have two series we've been on. And one series has been the Berenstain Bears.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
It's so good and wholesome.
It is such a good series. Like, you don't have to worry about language. You don't have to worry about anything popping up on the screen and just like, oh, my. Like, you don't have to worry about any of that. It's really nice. Let's see.
I remember, like, last time when we were live streaming, we closed it off and we were going to continue on in this one talking about discontinued foods.
That's right. Oh, man.
I had to think about it really, like, hard. I was like, what were we going to talk about?
Oh, my. Carmen says, you're so quiet, LOL. Don't let Jeremy steal the show. Now I'm salty, Carmen. Mm-hmm. Caleb says, maybe it's just me, but I grew up on Five Nights games, and I'm looking forward to the movie that just dropped. So I saw a little bit of the trailer. I don't know if they're going to do it justice, man. I really don't.
Well, how much justice can you do to, like, for a game? Like, not saying that it's a bad game, but it's just like a way different style of game. So I think there's only so much that you could actually do for it to, like, actually be nitty and gritty and to take it seriously, considering what the actual, like, story in the game itself is.
That's true. For everyone that doesn't know the Five Nights lore, basically there's a lot of murders that happen to there's a lot of miners that are unalived, and their souls possess the
Animatronics.
the animatronics in this area.
Yeah, animatronic band in a pizzeria.
Mm-hmm. And you, as a security guard, have to keep an eye on the place for 3 nights and not die. You have to close the doors at the right time. You have to
keep watch on the monitors.
Oh, Mom, the Dots pretzels are good. Yes, you have to keep watch on the monitors. You have to use your ears and listen. But you don't want the volume up too loud because there's so many jump scares in that game. Honestly, man, I kind of, just from the looks, I'm not from storyline, just from looks, I like Glitch Trap. Glitch Trap looks cool to me. I honestly, Mom, the one thing I hope they don't discontinue is candy corn. I love candy corn so much.
When I was little, I used to like eat the candy corn and the layers of the colors like one bite at a time. And I'd just like inspect it. And the pumpkins, I'd eat the cap off the pumpkin and inspect it.
Did the colors have different flavors?
No. It was all the same. I was just a weird child.
I could have sworn that with candy corn, the colors had different flavors. Give me just one moment, guys.
I mean, like, think about Fruit Loops. I don't think any of them have a different flavor. It's just like the placebo effect. It's like, hey, it's a different color. It's got to be something different.
Uh-huh. See, some people say it tastes different, but no, it is the same. That makes me sad because I thought as a kid I used to do the same thing. Wait, there's a chocolate kind, Mom? Caleb agrees with you. He says the pumpkins are the ones to go for.
Does anybody else remember like the Yogo candy yogurt drops? Like they weren't around for I don't think terribly long, but I miss them so much. They were so good.
You know one candy that I have not had yet?
What?
Dippin' Dots. I've not had Dippin' Dots.
What? Have you ever had Dibs? The little ice cream chocolate. You've never had those? You would love those.
I know I would because I love ice cream.
Love those. They're chocolate covered little ice cream bites.
The edge of the cone.
Right? No.
Wait, what?
No, they're just like little, like, I don't really know what, like little cylinders of chocolate, like little bitty short cylinders of chocolate, or like a chocolate shell and the inside is ice cream, and I think they have like the crunch candy bar outer layer of them.
This is the first time I'm hearing this, and I need
you don't
some.
Know Dibs? I'm gonna Google Dibs.
I need these.
You get them in the ice cream section.
Carmen says, I bought all the Berenstain Bear books for my daughter. They are so good, Carmen. Like, there's like 53 episodes on YouTube. If you go to Treehouse Direct, they have...
yeah.
I need this. If you go to Treehouse Direct on YouTube, they have the Berenstain Bear series. They also have the animated Redwall series. Now, be warned, the Redwall series is not quite like the book.
Oh my!
There's peanut butter Dibs.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you want me to keep getting fat, please buy all the T-shirts you can so I can support my Dibs habit. Just as I'm starting to lose some, I'm like,
I'll stop showing you. I am going to show you Yogos, though.
Carmen, I have prayed for him, and I'm going to keep praying for him and for you. Yogos look familiar. I think it's because my mom used to buy the yogurt-covered raisins from the store. and we would sit there and we'd suck on them because they were like soft
Mm-hmm.
and they were okay. They were good. They were fruit, so my mom loved them for us. Your mom was saying pumpkins are the best too. I eat Skittles one color at a time, so Casey, you didn't fall too far from the tree. That's awesome. Caleb,
love
I won't
Skittles.
tell a soul.
Like what's really good is like Starburst, and you take all of the colors, like one color, like one of each color, and just eat them all at the same time, and you have like an explosion of fruit, and it's just like, oh my goodness.
I almost said something, but we're live. In the words of Sleeping with Sirens, if you can't hang, there's the door, baby. G is saying Butterfinger BBs. I don't remember these. I remember when Reese's. I remember the Reese's Pieces, M&Ms. Do you guys remember when they were doing all the mini candies, like the mini M&Ms, the mini Skittles, that sort of stuff? That mini series was so much fun because you could fit so many at once. It was great.
I do remember the Butterfinger BBs.
Were they any good?
Yeah, they're alright. They're just like Butterfingers. They're literally the exact same thing. They're just like little, like Butterfinger drops.
Sounds like that would go really well in the cookie.
Or ice cream.
Carmen, you know Redwall? Oh my goodness! So yeah, Treehouse Direct. They have the animated Redwalls. Redwall and Matameo. We're currently working through Matameo.
Only Jeremy keeps getting peeved because they're not following the actual like book storyline.
I want to slap those writers.
Even turning it off like mid-series, and I'm like, are you not enjoying it? And he's like, no.
I want to slap those writers with a pool noodle so hard because they screwed up the timeline and they had to rewrite an ending because they screwed up the timeline in the first place.
Slapping somebody on the side of the head with a pool noodle is like one of the most satisfying sounds.
So discontinued foods. I wish they'd bring back Aunt Jemima. That way we can sit in church. Michael, good to see you, man. Always good to see you, Ghostface. I wish they would bring back Aunt Jemima. That way we could sit in church and do what we always did whenever they play that song, Lord You're Mighty. They'd just be like, Aunt Jemima, Aunt Jemima, Aunt Jemima, Aunt Jemima, Aunt Jemima. It was so much fun.
Wait, didn't they like discontinue Uncle Ben's too?
They did. So Spider-Man's Uncle Ben is no longer Uncle Ben. I'm teasing. I bet you he could have used some rice to fix him, though.
Probably not.
No, not quite that far, Caleb. It's just to the face. Just not hard either. Just
go
just like, what were you thinking? Because like in the actual books, there was not some of the stuff that they added, and they left out some of the important timeline of the books. So they added to the story. They took away from the story they made it all about one character when the books are not about one character. Carmen, thank you so much for coming and hanging. Have a good walk. Be safe, okay? We love you too. And you have a great weekend. We might be going live again next week, or I might be going live earlier next week. So keep an eye on Facebook, and you'll see when all that comes out. And yeah, thank you so much for your support. And I'll keep praying for your stepdad. Dude, so Michael, do I get a sneak peek early? Please? That is awesome, man. Getting a single done, it feels like such a weight off the shoulders when it's done, and then comes the nerves of just like, and I know you know this because you've released, I think, 2 albums so far, right? And so like that's still consistently for me one of the weirdest things is when you're getting ready to release a song, you're like, I hope it does well, but even if it doesn't, I have fun making it, you know? So what kids game or game in general that you played do you wish they turned into a TV show or into a movie?
None, because every time there's a video game to movie / TV show adaptation, it sucks.
You heard it here first, folks.
They've done it with Halo.
Yeah, they did kind of botch Halo.
That's an understatement. Swoops! That's what they're called! Oh my goodness, all these years!
So
Swoops.
she just found a candy that she hasn't seen in ages, if you couldn't tell.
Oh, Ma, you remember these? I gotta look them up immediately. Oh my goodness. I've been telling people about these and they've been thinking I'm nuts because they don't remember them. And oh my stars. Okay. Let me see if I can find a clear picture of this. I'm so stoked right now. You don't even understand it.
I heard really good things about Last of Us, G. The TV show.
Okay, Swoops. Okay, these are the chocolate chips that I talk about.
Reese's.
Yes.
Swoops.
They're like Pringles. But there's no actual potato chip inside. It's just solid chocolate.
I don't think I've ever seen this in my life.
They were not out for very long that I'm aware of.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
They had multiple flavors?
Yeah. You gotta show like, if right. Maybe it'll focus. Like, it's so fuzzy as is.
It might focus.
My picture is so blurry.
Let me turn down the brightness just a little bit. How do I do that?
Swipe up.
I'm not used to these fancy iPhones.
That one is so old. Mom, do you remember those Swoops? The chips?
Oh, she says, yes, I remember those chocolate potato chips. They were fantastic.
Yeah!
Hey, that's A-OK. A-OK, Michael. November 13th, I will be waiting for it. If you have a pre-save link, shoot it over to me if it's going on Spotify and whatnot. Caleb says, Cameron's grandma makes homemade chocolate-covered chips. They call it Christmas crack.
No, they're not they don't have like actual potato chips in them. It's solid chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like molded like potato chips.
We might need to make these. Guys, all of this talk of food is not good for my diet.
I'm so glad I scrolled on that. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're called swoops. I have been wondering, literally, since that memory respawned in my head from like being 5 years old. I've been wondering what those were, and I just now found them.
That is awesome. That is
Yes,
awesome.
it's the little things in life.
It's like when you remember, have that random nostalgic memory, and you get all the warm butterflies again.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the other thing I wish they'd bring back. I wish Burger King would bring back the shooters, those little 6-pack sliders that they had. Those things were the bomb. G says, and the chocolate orange and worms and dirt.
I used to like worms and dirt.
The gummy worms and chocolate? Or was it like gummy worms and a brownie?
It's like gummy worms and pudding with like crushed Oreo on top.
I've heard of this. G says, that's what I've been living on for the past couple months. Junk food. Dude. So, back when I worked in an area where you work, I also lived on junk food. I would get 2 or 3 Rain energy drinks. I would get 1 or 2 burgers or pizza if they had it. Mozzarella sticks. I think the only healthy thing I would eat is like coconut that was like dried out into chips. It's some of the best chips ever. Oh my goodness. Your mom says, my favorite was the chocolate oranges you would break. Kids would buy me one every Christmas.
They still have those. Those are so good, and he has not had one, and I want to get him one.
No, I'll take all the chocolate I can, though, because I got to keep working on my tan. Caleb says, quick trip fuels my car and my belly. Dude, those rollers saved lives. Let's do this proper. Your mom says Casey makes or used to make fantastic kale chips. I don't know if I've ever eaten kale in my life. I don't know if I have. So, like, I'm the kid who, all growing up, my parents were like, hey, have this okra. Or not have this okra. They would tell me all about the boiled okra that they would have when they were younger that would make them want to gag. And then we go to Lambert's in Springfield for the first time. And for those of you that don't know, Lambert's is the home of the thrown roll. So you go there, they go around with a cart, and they will sit there and say, rolls, rolls. And you stick your hand up, and these people will airdrop you a roll. Like they look all around, see hands, and they Hail Mary a roll. And it's great. But they also have fried okra there. So we go there and I hear fried okra and I'm like, immediately in my head is just all of the flashbacks of my parents saying, I remembered boiled okra. It was horrible. So they would say it was slimy and whatnot. So when I hear fried okra, I'm like, oh, it's probably slimy still. But that's one thing I'll probably try. And if I like it, then I might try kale. We'll see.
I used to eat so much raw okra.
Raw sounds okay.
It's slimy.
Never mind. Raw does not sound okay. Yeah, Caleb, it is the bomb. We should go there sometime. VJ, welcome, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have missed you so much, my guy. So VJ's the guy I was telling you out of California that he has like supported me from like the very, very beginning, back when I was on Facebook, and I wasn't even like really putting stuff out, and VJ was just out there supporting me. He's like, you got this, man. And we're still supposed to jam, bro. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Now I'm just nostalgic because I'm like, I've missed that guy so stinking much. You have no idea how much I've missed you, man. Okay, so since we're talking about unique restaurants in a way, so Lambert's is home of the thrown roll. Do you guys have any restaurants around you that are known for anything weird? So like when, dude, of course, whenever Casey and I travel, we always stop for food somewhere. I think last time we did traveling, we stopped at, where did we? Fazoli's when we were with your brother.
Yes.
We went to Fazoli's and it was so good. Yeah, VJ, I will take you up on that so fast. Actually, let me pray about it. Yes, I will love to be there with you. It's so happy. Like it feels like inspirational when you switch out that too. Caleb. Okay, so do you say Versailles, Versailles, Versailles when it comes to that spot in Missouri? How do you say that? Because I say Versailles, Missouri.
Wait, what?
Caleb says Versailles, Missouri has a Mennonite-run buffet. That place was only open on weekends. The whole town showed up. It was so good. Caleb says Versailles. I say Versailles. But I may have to start saying Versailles because that sounds fun. I live in Versailles, Missouri. Anyways, go ahead.
Huh?
Do you say Versailles?
Versailles.
I don't know. That feels so wrong to me. G says there's one restaurant here called Slappy's. If you order a double bacon cheeseburger with fries, they pull your shirt over your head and punch you in the face. Just kidding.
I knew he was lying as soon as he said Slappies.
Look in your eyes, I see a light. When I look in your eyes, I don't have to hide. When I look in your eyes, know everything will be alright. Thing will be alright. And I miss you tonight. Oh, and I just wanna hold you. Just wanna hold you. When I look in your eyes, I see the light. When I look in your eyes, I know it's alright. When I look in your eyes, I feel like I have to, like I have to hide. And wanna hold you tonight. Let's see. Caleb says I'm local. Say it how I did. LOL. No, I shall henceforth call it Versalles. And Caleb says Fred Bear's Diner is down the road. Fred Bear, as in the hunter Fred Bear? What? Ain't no way, man. I really would like to turn that one into a song. Freddy Fazbear.
I was thinking of Cousin Fred on the Berenstain Bears.
Your brother said Freddy Fazbear. That's his diner. Caleb says the OG Freddy's Diner. LOL.
Oh my goodness.
Cousin Fred on the Berenstain is cool. I also like their bus driver. He's cool.
Ted.
He is the... I kind of hate it, but I think honestly, like Caleb, I think you're probably one of the younger ones here, but I think our generation is probably the last one that actually can ever safely do sleepovers. And like when you watch Berenstain Bears, you see the community where they're like, we trust our kids with their bus driver, who is like, he's a well-known guy in the community and stuff. And like, there's no second adult bear. It's just him and the kids. And they get on the bus every day and they go to summer camp and they have a blast. And I sit there and I think about it. I'm just like, I remember growing up that Dr. Dobson was like, the days of the sleepovers are over. And, growing up, it was like, I didn't quite understand, but I agreed because I was like, yeah, that's what the adults I'm supposed to admire are saying. And now I look at it from an adult perspective and I'm like, ain't no way my kids are ever going over to somebody else's house until they're like an adult. When they turn 18, and they can make those decisions, then yeah. But like, there's so much messed up stuff nowadays. It's sad. It is so sad, and didn't even have to be like this. But they when people take God out of schools and they convince people that they came from nothing and their actions mean nothing, even though there's consequences, there's no reason for those consequences. You end up with situations where people are like, well, all right, I'm going to do what I want. That is the most frustrating thing, is like, for the people that don't believe in God, yet they believe in a moral code. If God doesn't exist, there's no reason for morals. If God doesn't exist, there's no reason for ethics. Like, if there's nothing at the end of all of this, there's no reason to be on good behavior mode, quote unquote, because it means nothing, But like, if there is a God, if there is an eternity after all this, if there is a place to look forward to or a place to dread, then like, all this means so much more. All of this means that we do our best to follow the law of God, because man's law, I tell you what, is not moral. It was just like, what, 5 years ago, Kentucky finally made it illegal that farmers cannot have relations with their horses, if you know what I mean. It took a long time. In the words of my guitar, so like, man's laws are really not the moral laws that we're supposed to be looking toward or looking forward. And if the laws come outside of man, then they have to come from somewhere. That's just logic. So like, oh man. Yeah, man. So like, Caleb, the classic trope is, it's the girl sleepover that stuff happens at. I can't tell you how many guys I've met that they're somewhere and somebody's mom or somebody's dad still does something, and it's so unspeakably it's sad. It's so sad. Caleb, I think Alabama's too busy checking out its cousin to be worried about what I said. If you're from Alabama out there in the audience, I apologize that you're in Alabama. Oh my goodness. I get you now, Caleb. I get you now. Oh my goodness. So, guys, next steps for those of you guys that are joining us and did not get to see this earlier. We did this really, really early. Oh. Oh. They have come in, and all we are waiting for right now is the green light from the shop owner guy. And then those 2 shirts are going to go up for sale.
Whoop, whoop.
Potentially, we have one person already that's going to be buying one of those. So we might just have one that goes in store. We shall see. Caleb asks, what shirt should I order tonight? I think I already know what Casey's going to say.
The long sleeve retro is pretty bomb because I've got it and I like it. And it's like, it's not like too thick to be like where you just overheat, but it's not so thin that you don't stay warm. It's so nice. It's a nice balance. I like it.
The sleeves are slightly oversized too. So like I was looking at Case, and she has like sleeves over her fingers. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
you're
like
so
Flappy
adorable.
McGee. I'm like,
she's so adorable because she's so small. It's like, I'm Flappy.
Sure.
That look means I'm gonna die later. But
no, does not.
VJ, so nice to hear from you, man. Shoot me an email or a message on Facebook and let me know when. I'd love to do it with you guys, man. Have a great night. Be sure to order a shirt, VJ. The new ones look so good. Just go to my Facebook page and it'll take you right there. Caleb, you heard Case. I tend to agree because looking at the retros, they're not as bright as the design appears on the website. And that was the thing that was bugging me at first because I was expecting like bright pink, just like
a
swirls.
magenta.
Yeah.
But it's not. It came out more of like a darker lavender color.
Yeah, it's very much like a flat purple, but still has some character in there. So it looks really, really like it looks really, really 90s. The red shadow is actually really cool, man. So like
it kind of looks like a sunset.
It does. Again, this one came out a little bit darker than I was intending, but here you can see like it looks so good, man. It looks good. On the back, it's a plain tee, so like you don't have to worry about designs melting. You don't have to worry about designs chipping off on the back or peeling off, anything like that. It's all up front so you can stylize it and all that. If you're doing red shadows, I would do a t-shirt because t-shirts are on sale. The hoodies are not on sale and they are expensive, my guy. So I don't set the prices on those articles. If you're gonna do a hoodie or want to do a hoodie, I would do a couple t-shirts because then you can pick up more for around the same price or less. But do what you want to do, sir. The red shadows, I think, is a great design. I would do a black t-shirt with it. I'm actually pulling it up right now. I would do it went right there. I would do a black t-shirt, maybe long sleeve, because I think the long sleeve would look good. The pullover hoodies, they're good material. I would do either the French terry or the classic fleece. The sponge fleece is very comfortable, but it does not keep you very, very warm. So it's very breathable. It's very much a fall hoodie, spring hoodie, not a heavy winter hoodie. But I would totally go with a t-shirt and do a regular. You could do like you could do an extra soft. Those are really nice. You just have to be careful when it's cold. because people can tell when you're cold. Well, actually, let's see. I don't know if this sale is still going on. It was on last time I checked. So let's see. Breakfast.com. Okay, yeah. So all teas right now are $16.95. There's a lot to choose from on there. Okay, guys, we've been going for about an hour and some. So, for you guys that just saw, we have the shirts in stock, at least a couple shirts in stock. They're going to be going and getting sold. That will continue to fund more shirts being purchased and being sold. And we are still looking at ordering the heat press for sublimation so we can start making shirts here at home. And they're going to be, so the thing about sublimation is it's so much brighter than screen printing. So we'll be able to do like really poppy colors, but it doesn't have anything special like glow in the dark ink or anything like that, unfortunately. But we are looking at doing, oh, that's a good combination, Caleb. We are looking at doing doing the heat press, doing the sublimation here at home, as well as I lost my train of thought. I had it going, and then it was just like, pew. I'll remember it here in a few minutes. But we are growing, guys. We are actually expanding really nicely. Thank you guys for watching tonight. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but there was a couple times tonight we hit 10 viewers, and that is a first. So thank you guys so much for coming and hanging with us. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah. Hopefully a new short song is going to be going up tomorrow night or potentially Sunday. I am collaborating with another local musician, so we should have an actual full-length song coming out in the next week or two, as well as another one I'm working on independently that should be coming out in the next week or two. So, lots of good music heading your way, lots of good events happening, and we're growing.
All of these like small steps, like progressive steps, are so exciting.
It's pretty cool. I never thought any of my stuff would end up in a store. Never thought that. Never thought that. And a lot of thanks, first of all, goes to the Lord, because He made the way.
Mm-hmm.
Without Jesus, none of this would be happening. But the second big thank you goes to this lady right here, because like she has put in so much work behind the scenes and she's an amazing team player. So a lot of thanks goes to her as well. And slowly but surely, guys, it's viable and we're growing. If you haven't checked out the new video that dropped today, it's only a 3-minute video just running through talking more about layering music and all that stuff. So if you want to check it out, it helps the views. It helps, just go like it. It helps the algorithm push it to more people. I'm trying to think. I think that's most of the details right now. We should be going live again next week. I'm hoping to do it either Sunday night or Monday, but it's probably going to be Monday night thing. In that case, I'm probably going to be here solo, or Case might be here for a little bit. We shall see. But guys, thank you for coming. I pray you all have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for being here. Remember that you matter. You're not junk. Jesus loves you. In Case, have any final words?
Thank you everyone for joining us tonight, and I love you, Mom and Nana and June.
Gee, we're going to see you in a few minutes. Don't forget your promise. Love you guys. Have a great one.